Welcome to Emelac Online Tutorial. Let us look at this wide physics question on uniform accelerated motion. And it reads here that a particle starts with a velocity of 10 meters per second and moves with an acceleration of 5 meters per second squared. Now determine question 1, the velocity at the end of 6.0 seconds. Then number 2, the distance covered at the end of 6.0 seconds. Take note, this is the distance, and if it covers a distance of 30 meters, find its velocity. Okay, so how do you go about it? Let's get started. Whenever you encounter physics questions like this, the first thing you need to do is to write out the parameters. So what are the parameters? First of all, we have here the velocity, okay, which is u, that is the initial velocity, which is equals to 10 meters per second. Then the next term we have having here, or parameter, is the acceleration. So here you have acceleration to be 5 meters per second squared. Okay, so the question is its velocity at the end of the first 6.0 second. Okay, now there are various formulas in uniform accelerated motion. Okay, so let me quickly write them here. We have the v equals u plus at. We have s equals ut plus 1 over 2 at. Then we have the v squared equals u squared plus 2as. Okay, and we also have that s equals v plus u all over 2 then times t. Okay, so we need to find the velocity at the end, which means that should be the final velocity. Okay, so all we just need to do, and the time is actually given as 6.0 seconds. So from this parameter given, equation 1, the first equation here, okay, will be appropriate for the first question. So here we have that v equals u then plus at. Take note, we're looking for the final velocity, so that will be v, then our u, which is the initial, is 10, then plus a, which is 5, then times time, which is what, 6. So the v will now become 10 plus 30 now, which gives us 40 meters per second. So this is the answer to the first question. Okay, so sorry, number 1. Then number 2, now the distance traveled at the end of 6.0 seconds. Okay, now for the distance, now we'll make use of this. Okay, and that's because we have all the parameters in that equation. So here you have that s equals ut then plus 1 over 2 at squared. So s, then our u, which is the initial velocity, that will be 10, then times t, which is 6, then plus 1 over 2 times acceleration is 5, then times 6 squared. Okay, so here you have that s equals 60, that is 10 times 6 here will be 60. So we have 1 over 2 times 5 times 36, and that's because 6 raised to 2 is 36. So at this point now we can just clear up the fraction. Okay, 2 here, 1, 2 in 36, this should give us 18, and we are left with s equals 60 then plus 5 times 18, that should give us 90. So, and when we sum the right hand the right hand, that is 60 plus 90, we have here 150 meter. Okay, so this is the answer for the second question. So let us move to the third question. Third question says if it covers a distance of 50, a distance of 30 meter, find its velocity. So it implies that the distance here is given as 30. Okay, so we will need to find the velocity, and that velocity will definitely be the final velocity, and that's because it has already covered a distance. Okay, so we could also make use of okay, let's make use of this. Okay, so which means we'll be finding the final velocity. So here we have that v squared equals u squared, then plus 2as, then v squared equals our u, which is the initial velocity, is 10 all squared, then plus 2, then times the acceleration, which is 5, then times 30. Take note. Alright, so here we have that v squared equals 100. And why 100? Because 10 raised to 2 is 100. Then plus, then when we multiply this 3 times here, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 30, that should give us 300. Okay, so and when we sum the right hand up, we have 400. So all we just need to do is to square root both sides. And take note, by square rooting both sides, this the square here for the velocity will be cleared off. So we have the square root of 400. Now take note that we need to include plus or minus here. Okay, which gives us that v equals plus or minus 20 meter per second. However, we will need to discard the negative sign. Okay, so our velocity would then be 20 meter per second, which is the final answer. Alright, if you love what I've just done, subscribe to my YouTube channel and ensure you share this video to get to a wider audience. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye bye.